Well, hello everyone. It's Marcia Whyte with GratitudeSpeak, your life and business coach, showing up this afternoon. I've missed you guys, and so here I am with a word for this week. Hopefully, I'll be back on before the week is out, but I didn't want to miss an opportunity to share with you something that really spoke to me. And it's a story of three frogs on a log. It's actually a couple of sentences, but it's a question for you. And I want you to listen very intently, all right? Because this is important. There were three frogs sitting on a log in the middle of the swamp, and one of them decided to jump off the log and get in the water, okay? Because frogs do that. They jump in, they get wet, they jump out, they get dry. So, how many frogs did that leave on the log? Remember, there were three, and one decided to jump off. I'm going to say that again really slowly and really intentionally. And I'm not trying to insult anyone's intelligence, but I really want you to catch this. There were three frogs sitting on a log in the middle of a swamp. And one of them decided to jump off and get into the swamp water. How many frogs did that leave sitting on the log? Okay, I'm going to take a bet here. I'm going to place a bet here and say that most of you, at least initially, thought two, because that's basic math, right? 3 minus 1 leaves 2. And if that was your thought, you are absolutely wrong. And let me share what I mean. The correct answer to the equation, the question, the query is this. 3, left 3. Same 3. Nobody jumped in to replace him. And why, you might ask? Well, I'm about to tell you. Because all that frog did was make a decision. He didn't act on it. He didn't carry it out. He didn't put, pedal to the metal. He didn't put fire in his feet. All he did was make a decision. And so the purpose of this is to say, how many of you have made a decision in your life or even in your business, and that's all you've done? If you look in the title of this video, it says stop accessing and start implementing. And I'm going to tell you this. This is a secret that I don't usually share, but I'm into being vulnerable and transparent today. So I'm going to ride this wave until it just like cuts me off. I was guilty, and in some instances still am guilty, of doing more accessing, more downloading, more signing up for courses and trainings than I am implementing. And you know what happens? My business suffers, my personal development suffers, my business development suffers. I'm unable to reach as many people as I can because I haven't shown up completely in my brilliance. Now, do I make it a habit? No. But do I have those moments? Absolutely yes, where I am that frog who makes a decision to jump and never goes any further. All right, that's not cool. That's not smart. That's not productive. All right, and so I wanted to challenge you all to stop accessing and start implementing. Let me share with you, since I'm on this whole vulnerability thing, something that happened recently. There is a young man who I'm not going to name because most of you probably know him. He is very prolific, very well known as a person and as a brand, is successful in media. And I have great respect for him. And the other thing is, he's funny as hell. All right. And so, in a macabre sense, which kind of goes along with my personality because I have a warped sense of humor, but that's another broadcast subject. He was sharing with us a way to work with him because he has a phenomenal tool, and he has perfected a system, and it's something that I know that I want, and more importantly that I know I need to reach more people, to show up in my power, in my genius, to share my brilliance with the world. All right. And so he messaged me the information. It was one of those, if you need more information, if this is you, type me, or, hey, I want to know more, or whatever it was. So I did. And he's messaged, the deals go down in the DM. And I said to him, after I had looked over everything, because I totally believe in what he's doing. I know his backstory. Y'all know I'm fascinated by the backstory. So I've seen his success, and I know from whence he came. And what I love about him is he never lets you forget that. He doesn't make apologies or excuses for it. He doesn't capitalize on his story, but he doesn't take excuses, because he knows that with hard work and determination, it's possible for everybody who's willing to kind of put their nose to the grindstone. All right. And I respect him and applaud him for that. And there are times when I am absolutely operating full steam ahead in that zone. That was not one of those days. I was doing a recap, a recall, a review of how I have been, because ain't nobody gonna tell you the truth like you're gonna tell you the truth, right? Self-talk, honest, upfront, base level self-talk is really good. Because you can lie to everybody else, you can fool everybody else, but you can't fool yourself. Or at least I can't. And I said to him, this is phenomenal. I really want to join your program, because I know you know your stuff. Otherwise, I don't fool with people who I don't believe in. I don't have time for that. It's not how I'm wired. As nice and as gracious as you all might think I am, at my heart, I'm a businesswoman. It's gotten me into trouble a lot of times, because especially when I was in formal ministry, like 24/7, I always brought things back to the bottom line. All right, not necessarily the money, but let's get to the point. Well, I said to him, I'm not in a position to do that. It wasn't a financial issue, because the investment was nominal, but I said I have had this pattern that I've got to get a handle on and clean up and kind of, get in my mind that I'm not going to invest time, energy, resources until I have figured out what I'm going to do with all those others that I have already signed up for, taken part in, invested in, and committed to. And so while he is at the top of, he is the next thing that I will absolutely, throw myself into. Because like I said, I believe in this brother, hands down. He is just going all the time and making bank, making an impact, making a difference. But I have had too much of the frog that decided to jump off syndrome in my own life and business, where I have, done a lot of accessing and not implemented much. And that stops. I do good. I have my spurts, but let's be transparent. We all have times when we've missed opportunities. Why? Because we were sleeping. And I don't necessarily mean with our heads on the pillow on the bed, though it may be true for some of us. But I mean figuratively speaking, in the way that we've shown up. You can't run your business playing the hokey pokey, where you put one foot in, you put one foot out, and you turn all around. Nope. So if you find yourself being the first, or that lone frog that says, I'm going to jump into the water, I'm going to get off of this log, I'm going to take some action, I'm going to make a move, do it. Just like Nike, just do it. All right. And if you're not going to do it, don't say it. Don't say it to yourself. Don't say it certainly out loud where people can hold you accountable. Just move on to the next thing. Otherwise, you'll just be one of the three frogs sitting on the log. And there's nothing wrong with sitting on the log if you are contemplating taking real action. And I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to myself as well. And to that end, if you are stuck in that area, given what I have shared with you about the lessons that I have learned the hard way, I'm tired of leaving revenue on the table. I'm tired of not having, things look exactly the way I want them in my business. My business is okay. It's not where I want it to be and where I think it should be, or where I know it can be. But you know who's the only one that can change that? Yep, little old me. Same for you. No different for any of us. I'm not going to be one of the three frogs sitting on the log, whether I'm proclaiming something or not. How about you? So I'm inviting you now now to click on the You Can Book Me link in the title. Let's get a discovery call scheduled so I can figure out how best to help you and in your business and or in your life, depending on which of my services, which of my zones of genius would best suit your needs. And we'll get this thing started. And here's the other part of that, though. And listen closely. I am woman enough, honest enough, upfront enough, straight, straight, no chaser enough to tell you, if I don't think I can support you well, I'm not going to waste your time or your money, because I don't want you wasting mine. All right? I have nothing but love and respect for you, and I want you to always feel that way about me. So click the link. Let's get a strategy call session. It goes right to my calendar, so you don't have to back and forth with me about what day and time works well for you. My calendar, by the way, is in Eastern Standard Time in the United States, so adjust your schedule accordingly if you're in another time zone. All right? I'm the furthest ahead. So if you're in Central, subtract an hour. In Mountain, subtract 2, and in Pacific, subtract 3. And we will get this ball rolling. So I'm looking forward to opening my calendar later on. And your name, your contact information is there, ready to talk, and we will get you off of that log instead of just talking about getting off of that log. So that's a tip for today. Listen, it is early where I am still in the day. It's only 2:30 in the afternoon because I'm in Eastern Time, which means it is 11:30 Pacific, 12:30 Mountain, and 1:30 Central. Plenty of time for you to go out and show some kindness or give some gratitude for the day within the workplace, within your home, your school, your community, wherever. Even in traffic, let somebody in front of you, That's the only way this world is going to get better. So, as always, I thank you for watching. Share this video out. For the replay viewers, comment to let me know that it resonated with you, and we will talk again soon. So, no more 3 frogs on the wall. We're going to get to hopping seriously into some major business. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.